2018
Patriots at Pebble.
Woo! Yeah!
Golf Channel presents the 2018 Wild Open at the Patriots at Pebble. Welcome to the beautiful Monterey Peninsula. Ryan Burr joined by Trip Eisenhower. Trip, we are here for Patriots at Pebble, a two-day event to benefit the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation. Incredible what they've done. Established in 1962, the oldest, the largest of its kind to benefit children from military backgrounds. What we're here for is truly special.
It is, Ryan. And over the course of that time, this group, this foundation, has given out over 40,000 scholarships. Incredible. And they bring groups together to honor both Marines and their children.
We'll meet some of those recipients. We'll meet a lot of the people that put this entire thing together. Tell us about the format.
Well, it's pretty simple, Ryan. It's four-man teams. They get to play 36 holes. And, oh, not just any 36 holes. We get to play right here behind us at Spyglass. Amazing golf course. And then we go right over there to a little golf course you might have heard of called Pebble Beach. So two great golf courses, great calls, and we're hopefully going to see some great golf.
Well, we know the scenery will do its part. It is an absolutely perfect day today. Unbelievable sights ahead and some great golf as well. The players are ready for round one, including defending champ Rob Riggle and his Riggle Raiders. Let's head up to the first tee at Spyglass, where tournament director Joe Driscoll is kicking off the festivities.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Patriots at Pebble, the opening round of the Wild Open. I'd like to first say good morning to Dr. Peter Wild. Peter, thank you very much for lending your name and support to this organization in this tournament. We're here for these 2 days to support the Scholarship Foundation in honoring Marines by educating their children. As the nation's oldest and largest provider of need-based scholarships to military families, the Scholarship Foundation has for 55 years provided more than 40,000 scholarships valued at nearly $120 million to deserving sons and daughters of Marines and Navy corpsmen. Hurrah! Hurrah! A special note this morning, this world-famous golf course designed by the great golf architect Bobby Jones. We're fortunate to have his son, Robert Trent Jones Jr., a world-renowned golf architect himself, who will hit the first ball off the first tee in the Wild Open at Patriots at Pebble. Bobby Jones, thank you for being here.
The ceremonial first tee shot is right down the middle, and the Wild Open is underway.
I think I might play that.
That's playable.
All right.
This is part of the Riggles Raiders. This is Brent Hepner at the 5th hole. Beautiful par 3.
Wow. Straight as an arrow.
He's right, Ryan. Look at that shot.
Wow.
Ball, Brent.
Thank you.
Nice shot.
Great look at birdie there.
Hey, Brad, that was a pilot shot right there.
Hep,
We get a little time off every now and then.
Yeah, every now and then.
did you like the number? Did you like?
Yeah, I did.
What do you think?
A lot of ribbing about pilots in this group, and a lot of the ribbing comes from this guy, Rob Riggle.
Oh, beautiful.
Back hole location, Ryan, so there's some room for these players, and, well, Mr. Riggle right at it.
Yeah, what are the shots of the day?
I mean, you know.
He's not just pretty. He's not just pretty.
It's just not a pretty face.
I tell you, they have so much fun. But when it's crunch time, we'll see their game face. Plenty of golf over at Pebble Beach as well, Trip.
Yes, indeed, and this is Peter McNamara at the 17th hole, the famous, the iconic par 3.
Take some direction. Let's go!
Looked like Tom Watson there a little
Gets it
bit,
to trickle in for the Old Hill team. Trip, it is amazing how much fun these guys have together, and then it gets a little serious at the end.
Yeah, but a beautiful day at Pebble Beach, Ryan, is never to be wasted.
A little bit uphill.
And always good for a little fist pump, knowing you made a big puck. The Norican group is over at hole 11.
This is Rob Joyce out of the front bunker. That is a common area to play from, and an uncommon shot from there.
Wow, that is tasty. Just a tap in there for Joyce at hole 11.
It's a good club, Ian. I'm keeping this one.
As the Norican group
Now I need this
able to put a good score on the board. Now let's go to the Harmony Capital and Mike Breen.
This is the 13th hole. Pebble Beach. Wonderful par 4. And a lot of slope in that green, Ryan. And, well, looks like he's played it before.
Tripp, what an opportunity for these guys to play these iconic courses here on the Monterey Peninsula.
And like I said, when the sun is shining at Pebble, there's just an extra pep in your step.
Let's go back over to Spyglass, the Workshop Warriors, and Thomas Williams at 10.
Just a little chip shot, short of the green.
Nice.
Go in!
A little work to be done for Thomas. Played his college football at USC. Some time for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and now to convert the up and down.
Oh, good job, Thomas. And Ryan, you had a chance to catch up with Thomas Williams.
Why this event? Why was it important to you?
Just the amount of, what they're doing with the scholarships. Looking at the numbers that they're grossing and doing every single year. They're making dreams become a reality. Some of these people who are participating and receiving these scholarships, they're first-time college graduates, and so they're going on to live a better life.
Why the Marine Corps? Why was this something you wanted to get behind?
I'm a military brat myself, and so anything that has to do with military and helping the next generations and to be able to sponsor and support the people who give us life and give us so much freedom, I'm all for it.
And we are off and running. More entertaining golf for a great cause when we come back.
Patriots at Pebble is presented by the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation, honoring Marines by educating their children.
Marines and Navy corpsmen make legendary sacrifices serving our nation. Educating their children shouldn't be one of them. After all that Marines and their families do for us, I can think of no better way to honor them than by making a real and lasting difference in the lives of their children. I hope you'll join me in my support of the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation, who every year provides thousands of need-based scholarships. Help us continue honoring Marines by educating their children.
We're 1,000 miles from comfort. We have traveled land and sea. But as long as you are with me, there's no place I'd rather
At Avis,
be.
you have control with the Avis app. Book, choose, upgrade, or add a car seat with the tap of a finger. Avis, get our best rates on avis.com.
Skyscraper, rated PG-13.
I may not look scary, but don't let that fool you. In the blink of an eye, bam! I turn dreams into nightmares. I am Carnoustie. I'll see you at the Open.
And the champion golfer of the year.
Irish eyes are smiling as Rory McIlroy returns to the Emerald Isle, ready to take on all challengers. The Dubai Duty-Free Irish Open, part of the Open Qualifying Series, tomorrow at 5:30 a.m.
Champion golfer of the year.
Why golf later when you can golf now? And for a limited time, you can take advantage of some amazing savings.
Play now through July 6th and get $25 for later using promo code July25.
Terms and conditions apply. Learn more at golfnow.com.
We're back at Patriots at Pebble. The four-person teams are competing at both Spyglass and Pebble Beach, which means our next stop trip is Pebble Beach's iconic par 3-7.
Well, Ryan, a hole that needs no introduction. So many famous shots over the years. And this is the Harmony Capital Group. J.B. Cahoon Looks like you can throw it on that green, Ryan.
And you could see the wind. And he rode that wind beautifully. Great golf shot. Now it's Mike Breen's turn.
And when you stand on that tee, Ryan, and hear players talk about hitting 3 irons and 4 irons, and I'm talking about best players in the world, this is a little different day than that. This is just a little sand wedge and a wonderful result.
So Breen with the gorgeous golf shot at 7 now has a chance to tap in and convert the birdie and tell all his buddies he birdied the 7th.
Yes, there will be bragging rights in the 19th hole, I can assure you.
So the Harmony Capital Group with birdie at 7. The Norican Group is over at hole 5.
And this is Lieutenant General Robert Ruark. Putt that should go to his right. And,
General!
Well, the General's, he's in charge, Ryan.
Talking about. Even Generals get lucky.
That didn't look like luck. Fine putting stroke from the General. At one point, General Ruark was in charge of all the logistics for the U.S. military. He knows full well how much this event means.
The Marine Corps leaves no one behind, and our scholarship foundation gives a scholarship to every eligible child of a Marine, active duty or veteran. Supporting these great Marines and their children, they're actually giving back. And so for the Marines that make all the sacrifices out there, there should be no reason that our children are sacrificed either.
Let's head back to Spyglass with Riggle Raiders.
Staff Sergeant John Jones. And Ryan, he hits the ball a long way, and he's got a deft touch on the greens.
Money.
That's my, that's my brother. I taught him how to putt.
Hey, everybody has birdie putts, right?
It is fist pumps all the way around.
Back in it, boys.
Hey, that was awesome. That was awesome. Nice job.
And here's Scott Lucky Gilliland. They call him Lucky, Ryan. Is it because he's lucky enough to wear pants like that? Or make putts like that?
Makes a big one for the Workshop Warriors. They definitely have come on a mission to take that title away from Riggle Raiders.
Tell us about this outfit here. Camo, you got it all going.
Well, trying to represent a little Marine Corps action out here today, and we're having a good time. And my dad always said, if you don't know what you're doing, at least look like you do. So.
Well, you're swinging pretty good. Tell us why this event means so much to you.
Well, it's really neat that what we do for the kids, and there's no better way, I think, to honor Marines than take care of their children and educate them and do all we can for that. So it's really enjoyable, and get guys out here and we have a good time.
Talk about the bond, though. I see, you guys are needling group to group and giving it to each other. The bond you guys have.
Well, it's a special bond that people don't understand until you've been there, and it's fun to get out here with guys and actually be able to enjoy this type of environment instead of just the day in and day out Marine Corps type stuff. But it's awesome. It's a good group of guys.
Appreciate it. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, you got it.
The Riggle Raiders are over at 13 with their captain.
Not a bad swing from Mr. Riggle. And the result looks very nice as well.
Nice.
That's golf right there.
You roll on that one?
Yep.
And we're rolling on them all. Don't worry about that. MCSF.
This is Sergeant Vicente Hinosa.
Oh, yeah. Wow. This is a nice score.
And hole 12, and that's a golf shot.
It is indeed down the hill. Little deer peeked up there.
Now you got to pay it off, Trip.
Yeah, you do. Tell you what, this par 3 always gave me fits, hitting down the hill to a tiny target. Well, there you go.
There it is.
And that's a birdie. Good looking hole.
That's awesome.
Let's check in now with Firepower, Trip, and Andrew Barnes.
Andrew is at the par 5 14th hole. Now, this is a hole on tour a lot of the players can get to in 2. But Andrew not there in 2, but a beautiful shot and a good look at birdie.
That is a great golf shot, and Andrew is one of the many reasons we are here. A lot of festivities this week at Pebble Beach, and it all kicked off with the Marine Appreciation Reception.
So the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation really fills in the gap for service members, their families, when they many times have been injured or killed. It really is a way to look at how do we help support our families.
We take the time to make sure that the children of Marines have an opportunity to get educated and then help lead this nation in the future.
I think that the only way that you can reach into the future is through education. And nobody deserves education more than the children of people who've served this country.
Many of our enlisted that are here tonight really don't have all of the resources to send their kids to the top flight schools that they would like them to go to. The foundation helps them get over that gap.
I'm just very proud of the organization and what they do for these youngsters, many of whom, 50% or so, first in their family to go to college.
America's got your back. Like, you're working for America, and America's got you, and it comes full circle. And it's just a really warm and heartwarming feeling to know that there are people dedicated to making my Marines' lives better in ways that I can't do as an officer. Like, they touch their lives in a way that I'm unable to. It brings it full circle, and it's just wonderful.
I'm Army, and I'm here at a Marine Corps function to support a Marine Corps function because that function serves children. And that's the whole bottom line, is let's take care of the children.
Well, the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation is an organization that gives your children the opportunity to better their lives through an education. And it's taken the financial burden and made it almost disappear. I would assume that they're doing it because they believe in what we did and the sacrifices that we made, but that's what we do. I mean, that's what we volunteered and raised our right hand for. To be honest, they really don't need to thank us. It was our honor.
Oh, man, could this day get any better?
Dr. Pepper Cherry off! A cherry treat.
Thank you, Tiny Wagon.
You're welcome. That's right, I talk. Deal with it. Dr. Pepper Cherry, cherry on!
This putt is for the Major. What is he thinking?
Man, these Skechers Go Golf shoes sure are comfortable. I bet I could play another 18.
His ability to focus is everything.
I feel like I could go dancing after this round.
Go Golf from Skechers Performance. Comfortably worn by Matt Kuchar.
Tires are put to the test every day, everywhere around the world. Michelin invented the tire that stays safe even worn with unique EverGrip technologies. Michelin Premier. Safe when new, safe when worn.
Does mold, mildew, and algae have you turning green? You need the original no-rinse cleaner. Spray and Forget. Make your roof look new again with Spray and Forget's revolutionary roof cleaner. For that freshly painted look, try Spray and Forget's house and deck cleaner. Spray and Forget works on decks, brick, decor, and more. And now, try our new bleach-free outdoor furniture cleaner. Its concentrated formula removes stains and protects against sun damage. Often imitated, never duplicated. Spray and Forget. It's that easy.
It was bizarre.
It was a complete cataclysmic disaster.
I think the reality was we're about to watch a nightmare here.
Go Down Swinging, Monday at 9 p.m.
Brooke Henderson is ready to add another win and make it awesomer. Tomorrow at 6:30 p.m.
We are back at the Patriots at Pebble, playing golf to help military families, plus Hollywood star Bing Crosby. Pebble Beach and the U.S. military have had a long history of doing that as well.
In 1937, Bing Crosby started his famous clam bake, which has evolved into the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am, but thousands of American troops will remember Bing as one celebrity that entertained them during World War II. Bing always said that his time with the troops was the most rewarding and satisfying of his career.
All right, Tripp, we're back on the golf course now with Harbor Contractors at hole 6.
Well, he's Pat Harbor Sr., so he ought to be the captain of the Harbor Contractors.
And this is getting better by the second.
Sure. Yeah.
So many slopes and valleys. Doesn't convert the birdie, but the good news is it is a team event, Tripp.
Well, Pat Harbor didn't do it, but his teammate did.
Ooh. So a birdie on the board at hole 6. We're back to Firepower now. They're over at hole 3. Master Sergeant Justin Barnes.
Yeah. A lot of ice plant around this hole, Ryan. They've kind of trimmed it down over the years. Many a ball has been lost there, but that one got lost right where you want it, in the hole.
Great looking putt. PWC 6 now, Tripp, and Mike Small at hole 14.
Just over the green. Should be sloping a little bit away from him and breaking towards the water, which is to his left. Wow. Well, he looks like he's done that before.
It's as good a golf shot as we've seen today. A standing O.
You guys know any hard games? Wow.
And that will certainly improve the score. Guy that knows a thing or two about golf courses, the Wild Riders, Robert Trent Jones Jr.
Yes, he does know more than his share about golf courses, and well, he knows about making putts as well.
He wanted to make sure the camera was on it. We got it, sir.
Yes, we did.
Back to the Wriggle Raiders at hole 10.
The captain strayed a little right off the tee, but let's see if he can correct it with the second shot. Nice finish, nice balance.
Oh! He's too much man.
Hit the camera boy!
And you know what?
Sorry.
He didn't even move.
I hit the cameraman.
Hit the camera.
It's nothing personal. It's nothing
Hey,
personal.
it saved it. It saved it. It saved it.
All right, I got to slip that guy some money. I got to pay this guy.
He will take tips, Rob.
Obviously, busy schedule. Why is this important to you?
The work that the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation does is amazing, and to me, we're fulfilling a promise that Marines make to each other. You know, if you die in the service of your country, we're going to make sure that your kids go to college, so you don't ever have to worry about it. That's one less thing you have to worry about.
23 years for you service with the Marine Corps. Obviously, a great career after. Compare the two.
Apples and oranges. I mean, it's two totally different lives, Marine Corps and Hollywood. But I'm blessed that I live in a country where you get to have more than one dream, and you can pursue both of them.
One of the students receiving help from the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation is Karina Hinosa. She's the daughter of retired Sergeant Vicente Hinosa. They both have overcome many adversities in their lives, and it's all thanks to their family, their Marine Corps family.
And it was August 16th of '93. We were doing a training mission of photo op when we decided to go feet wet, meaning over the ocean. Cobra pilot was not paying attention and just flew into us. I suffered approximately 27 fractures to my back, 2 ribs, my right arm. On that, I was actually paralyzed. I had no feeling from the waist down. It was on the second day that the doctor told me I wasn't going to walk again. And as the days progressed, I kept going on, just trying to figure out how I was going to react. I exhausted myself. And what woke me up was an itch on my left foot. They looked at me and said, "You got feeling in your leg?" And I said, "I do." It was great. That's good news. Doesn't mean you can walk, but we're going to monitor it a little bit longer. I yelled, I cursed, I cried. And it took me about 15 minutes to take about 3 to 4 steps. But I took those steps. The difference between can and can't is someone's perseverance. You know, the difference between being able to and not being able to is going to be your tenacity. That's Karina. She's a spitting image of my attitude. Scary.
Because all of my illnesses are stress-induced. So the more stressed I am, the worse I'm going to do physically, which means the worse I'm going to do academically. When my teacher didn't believe in me and didn't think that I was going to be able to graduate high school simply because I couldn't physically go to the classroom, I was heartbroken, and I was doing everything I could to catch up on my classwork, to catch up on my quizzes, the essays that I missed. I was doing everything I could, and the wall still wasn't breaking down.
You can let it eat you and become the victim, or you can use it as a drive and make you become the victor.
Being able to just power through it really was important for me, to show them that, look, this is what I can do, and now I know it's important for myself to be like, look, I know I have the capability of doing this, so I'm going to do it.
She ended up graduating early from high school. That perseverance is what makes me feel elation.
Being able to go to college is an expensive process. In my life, I've gotten 3 different surgeries, a lot of medical bills, a lot of medicine that I take to be able to live my life to the fullest. All of those different things, going to school itself, being able to pay for all that was a big financial burden that my parents have always been willing to help me with and take on.
So the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation does amazing things, not only for us, but for so many different families out there who need it. The Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation has been a lifesaver.
The doors that have been open to me for college and university are amazing, and I think that by the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation giving me this money, it has allowed me the financial freedom to do what's going to make me happiest.
They make the ends meet. They say it's not going to happen on my watch. It just isn't. You can get into the school, we got you. And that's what they do.
My sister and I both went to college, so it was a huge financial burden on the family. My parents weren't sure how to pay for college, and the Marine Corps Scholarship answered a large part of the how question. Just like my family, the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation has been there for me every step of the way and provided me with a lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have otherwise had. The Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation just exemplifies taking care of their own.
From the beginning, Wells Fargo has supported community organizations like United Way, nonprofits like the American Red Cross, and our nation's veterans. We knew helping our communities was important then, and we know it's even more important today. So we're stepping up to volunteer more and donate over $1 million every day so our communities can be even stronger. It's a new day at Wells Fargo, but it's a lot like our first day.
Build and run apps anywhere you'd like while keeping your competitors at bay. The IBM Cloud, the cloud for smarter business.
Why do you think Brooke Henderson competes in Skechers Go Golf shoes? Because comfort is important when playing your best, whether 18, 36, or late-night putting practice. Skechers Go Golf is comfort that never quits.
Do you struggle with chunked or bladed chips and pitches? What if there was an easy way to simplify your short game and make your wedges your most consistent and reliable clubs? Introducing the all-new Square Strike Wedge.
I couldn't believe how the Square Strike gave me the confidence that I think I'm going to need to make that next putt. That's it. I'm sold.
To see how easy it is to hit reliable chip shots and save strokes with the brand new Square Strike Wedge, go to squarestrikevideo.com. That's squarestrikevideo.com.
Military tribute at the Greenbrier. Tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Part of the Open Qualifying Series.
The champion golfer of the year.
Irish eyes are smiling as Rory McIlroy returns to the Emerald Isle. Ready to take on all challengers. The Dubai Duty-Free Irish Open, part of the Open Qualifying Series. Tomorrow at 5:30 a.m.
Champion golfer of the year.
Hi, I hope you're enjoying Patriots at Pebble. I'm Frank Gaudio, Trustee and Veterans Liaison for the PwC Charitable Foundation. You know, here at PwC, at the Foundation, one of our important commitments is supporting veterans and their families as they face the challenges of business, of society, of transition. Honoring veterans and their families, hugely, hugely important for us. But even more so is investing in them, because the skills and the leadership and the good they develop is so important in business, in society, in the world today. And that's why we're thrilled to be here with the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation, an organization that makes higher education possible for literally thousands of Marine families every single year. Our service members sacrifice a lot. One thing they should not have to sacrifice, and I know you'll agree with me, one thing they should not have to put on the table is the education of their children. So join us in supporting the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation here today, and not just the foundation, but the scholarship recipients and their parents who are here at this marvelous event today. Thank you so much.
As the teams head to Pebble Beach for day 2, the Regal Raiders have the lead, but there are a handful of teams within striking distance, like American Airlines and David Vance at hole 7.
Boy, yesterday, Ryan, the sun was out today. A little different day, and the rain coming down like it can at Pebble Beach, but, well, there's a ray of sunshine in that shot.
Yeah, so many of these guys are braving the elements here. Completely different day. This is the Maniacs, Joe Bullios.
Yes, indeed, the 5th hole. And a little slope left to the hole, and, well, he's going to use it like he's a tour pro.
Our trip yesterday was so nice. The sun, blue skies, completely different day today. How does it change the golf?
Not at all. These guys are going to have a ball. You're playing Pebble Beach. It doesn't matter if you got a rain suit on.
Right, back to the Wild Riders now. Dr. Hans-Peter Wild at hole 1.
Wearing both gloves, a la Phil Mickelson. Got his rain gloves on.
A driving force and the namesake of this 2-day tournament is Dr. Hans-Peter Wild, who has a special place in his heart for these scholarship recipients.
Really, it's gratitude why I do this, and I love that they spend the money with the children of the Marines. They deserve it. You have seen yesterday that 50% of those families, first time that somebody is graduating the family, I think it's a great cause.
Triplets head out to 17 now.
And so many different times, Ryan, you see this hole just like this. And the wind isn't blowing. That's the good news for these participants, is the wind's really not blowing. And like I said, they're still going to have a smile on their face.
This is rain gear.
Good thing they did pack the rain gear. Good thing we packed a trip.
No kidding.
We know the Regal Raiders packed it. Here's Rob at hole 5.
Beautiful shot in there for Rob, and, well, he's got the rain gloves on as well.
Wow, double fist pump.
No kidding.
Now, Regal wants to defend this title. There is no doubt about that. Sacrifice and service define the men and women of the U.S. Marine Corps. They don't ask. They don't question. They never wonder why. They give and never expect to get. Sergeant John Jones and his daughter Jade know all about that.
As soon as you are in the Marine Corps, you're fighting on the front lines, you're doing everything, you're kicking indoors, you're blowing stuff up, you're making big rubble into little rubble, and little rubble into even smaller rubble, and then all of a sudden, in a flash, things change. And then you get put into a hospital. You're supposed to be on the front line with your men. But what really affected me was I wasn't able to bear that cloth again and fight along with my brothers. After I ended up getting injured, I was kind of paraded around, and it wasn't really what I wanted. And that's not who I am, and that's not what I wanted to, that's not what my service meant. What I'm really proud of is her. And what I'm really proud of is the Marine Corps, because they gave me the opportunity to send her to the #1 culinary institute in America. This is the Harvard of cooking schools.
First of all, I'd just like to thank everyone who has made my dreams possible, especially the Marine Corps. And my family, you'll always be my family, and I love all of you deeply.
By the way, if you want to give money, give it to the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation. It's www.mcsf.org. If you want to, donate for children's futures, that is the best place to do it.
I agree.
How's that?
Yeah,
Is that good?
That was great.
Right
You
in
should
the
be on
camera.
infomercials.
I should.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tony Robbins ain't got nothing on me.
I love you. Crazy.
Well, the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation is an organization that gives your children the opportunity to better their lives through an education. And it's taken a financial burden and made it almost disappear. I would assume that they're doing it because they believe in what we did and the sacrifices that we made, but that's what we do. I mean, that's what we volunteered and raised our right hand for. To be honest, they really don't need to thank us. It was our honor.
Oh, you're hitting them good, Jay. Have you ever played golf in the snow before? Oh my goodness.
I'm just going to try to practice for all my life and see what it ends up to. Hopefully I'll be good enough to go to the tour.
Good shot, Big J.
Ways to lose stubborn belly fat. The belly buggy method.
Come on, mate. That belly fat won't lose itself.
Not cool.
Freezing away fat cells with Cool Sculpting? Now that's cool.
Cool Sculpting safely freezes and removes fat cells with little or no downtime and no surgery. Results and patient experience may vary. Some common side effects include temporary numbness, discomfort, and swelling. Ask your doctor if Cool Sculpting is right for you and visit coolsculpting.com today for your chance to win a free treatment.
Come on, we got 17 more holes to go.
As a veteran, I credit the Marine Corps for everything I've ever accomplished. That's why I've introduced PXG for Heroes. This program provides special pricing on PXG Gen 1 clubs to past and present members of the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard, and to our nation's first responders. Visit pxg.com/heroes to learn more. PXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
You too can travel like a tour player and their families with TRS Ballistic Luggage by Club Glove, the #1 luggage on tour and the new standard in American-made luggage.
At Crown Plaza, we know business travel isn't just business. There's this, a bit of this. Why not? Your hotel should make it easy to do all the things you do, which is what we do. Crown Plaza, we're all business, mostly.
Brooke Henderson is ready to add another win and make it awesomer. Tomorrow at 6:30 p.m.
Oh, it's great. I mean, we have perfect weather for Marines. You know, we're used to being wet, cold, and miserable. And, you know, the great thing about today is you can see that the people that support the Scholarship Foundation and for great students like Jade are out here because they really want to be here, something they get to do. So to be out here in this kind of weather and just be happy is really what makes them, I think what makes them feel good is what the Scholarship Foundation does and what their time and effort is going to do. For years we've been coming out here, I think this is our 8th year, and they have raised so much money out here to send thousands of kids to school. And it's just a wonderful thing that we do.
What a great message from General Ruark as the weather trip starting to clear up here at Pebble Beach.
It is. It's kind of moved through, and, well, he's moving right there. Walt Havenstein.
Is that a par?
Hole 17.
Yeah.
And as the weather warms up, so does the action. Things are starting to get tense on that leaderboard. PWC 6, it's Mike Small at 7.
And there you can see how small this green really is, Ryan. It is quite tiny.
Wow.
And very fast from that direction.
Raise your hand if you're sure.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take some of that. Great putt.
Now you can light the cigar without worrying about it going out.
Now to hole 17, the Phantoms Forever, General Spider Nyland.
Lucky to be out of the bunker and have an area to chip from. There's not very much room there, and well, there's not much room between his ball and the hole after the shot.
American Airlines in the hunt. Andy Baum at hole 14.
This par 5, Ryan, so beautiful, and one of the most difficult third shot par 5s in the game of golf. And that's his 4th shot. Well done.
Trying to make a charge trip is Frazier's first. Let's go to hole 12.
Rick Frazier with the index finger down the shaft. That's a good way, actually, to get control of the face of the putter.
All eyes, though, on the defending champs, the Riggle Raiders. Here's Rob at hole 10.
One of the last holes along the ocean, just one of the most breathtaking spots to play golf, from hole 6 green all the way to the 10th green. So beautiful, and then when you hit shots like that, well, it makes it even more special.
Another one of the students being helped by the Marine Corps Scholarship Fund is Andrew Barnes, son of Master Sergeant Justin Barnes. Andrew's plan is to follow in his dad's footsteps, but not until after earning his degree, thanks to the help of the Marines.
My name is Andrew Barnes. I am 18 years old, and I live in Scripps Ranch, California.
I'm Justin Barnes, obviously Andrew's father. I'm still active duty Marine Corps, been active duty now for 26 years.
So I'm at San Diego Miramar College right now, and I'm just sort of getting my GE core classes done. So just to get the minimum requirements to get the transferable units, and then I plan on attending UGA and continue education there.
I'm actually going to be sad to see him going to Georgia to go to college. Sad to see that day because I have been gone so much. So being back finally from Japan and getting to spend some time with him, it's been awesome, but it's going to be short-lived.
A lot of growing up without him, I'll say. He's always been deployed, always been living across country from each other, but...
I've been gone many years, and it's like every time I come back, I'm back for maybe a year and a half, and then I go overseas again. So a lot of time away, and a lot of time away from the family.
Sucks a lot, I'll tell you that, but we got through it. He's back home now, so it's great to look at that now.
My wife and I were definitely always pushing for him to go to college, and especially when he mentioned that he wanted to possibly join the Marine Corps or the service. I was like, well, you know, you definitely need to look at going to college and going in as an officer.
I plan on getting my degree in aeronautical space engineering. Tough stuff, but I'm gonna try.
So he's definitely got my wife's brains, because I could never do anything like that. So I'm happy that he chose something like that, and that he has something to fall back on, you know, whatever happens with his career. And
honestly, I plan on dedicating most of my life to the Marine Corps. I haven't really thought about anything else, honestly. That's sort of what I've always thrown myself to.
College, you know, it's tough, you know, with the finances. Andrew's going to be moving to Georgia next year, and he's going to be paying some of his own college way, so it'll be nice for the foundation to help support them.
College takes a lot of money out of your wallet, so it's great having people donate and help me actually get through my education and work and get my career done.
Obviously, I've been in the Marine Corps a long time, and I've always known about the foundation, and exciting to actually, you know, be able to get assistance from the foundation. And you know, it's awesome to have all the donors give money and help assist the families of the military to help our children, you know, get an education. Everybody has to do their part. So to know that, you know, once he gets help, and then down the road that he can help others also get their education, is just great. So knowing that he wants to be a Marine makes me very proud. Knowing that he wants to serve and possibly retire from that makes me very proud. And I just hope he's very successful and follows his dreams. And the Marine Corps Scholarship, I think, is going to help him do that.
To be able to come out here and be a part of this, what does it mean to you?
It's great. I get to spend some time with the people who are helping donate for this, and I get to golf, and it's a beautiful course. I'm glad they had me out here today. It's awesome.
Now, your father has been part of the Marines for a long time. To be able to play this course with him, what's that mean to you?
It's great. I get to bring him out here, kick his butt a little bit, and show him who's boss.
Show him who's boss. What do you think about that?
Well, that's probably a true statement. As I don't play golf very much, but I'm having a great time out here, and actually spend some time with my son, because all the deployment stuff, I'm generally gone a lot. So this is great to be out here, and with the organization, it's an awesome time.
More exciting golf for a great cause straight ahead.
My sister and I both went to college, so it was a huge financial burden on the family. My parents weren't sure how to pay for college, and the Marine Corps Scholarship answered a large part of the how question. Just like my family, the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation has been there for me every step of the way and provided me with a lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have otherwise had. The Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation just exemplifies taking care of their own.
Oh, this is going to be great.
I've never seen one. Wait, what is that? Sold out.
No. This can't be.
What are we going to do?
I have an idea. Play Connection by One Republic.
These days my waves get lost in the ocean. 7 billion swimmers, man, I'm going through the motions. Set up a flare, I need love and devotion. Trade it for some faces that I'll never know, notion. Maybe I should try to find the old me. Take me to
Mike said the show is sold out. Did you get in?
Oh yeah, we found the best seats in the house.
What's a gig of data? Well, it's a whole day's worth of love songs. 300 minutes of baby videos. Or it's a million chat messages.
Seriously?
A gig goes a long way. That's why Xfinity Mobile lets you pay for data 1 gig at a time. And with millions of Wi-Fi hotspots included, you'll pay less for data. It's a new kind of network designed to save you money. Click, call, or visit the store today.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Irish eyes are smiling as Rory McIlroy returns to the Emerald Isle, ready to take on all challengers. The Dubai Duty-Free Irish Open, part of the Open Qualifying Series, tomorrow at 5:30 a.m.
Champion golfer of the year.
Ryan Burback with Trip Eisenhower, the Wild Open at the Patriots at Pebble. Trip, this title is up for grabs. The Wriggle Raiders 37 under. American Airlines and PWC 6 just 3 back. Considering the weather we've dealt with, some incredible action.
Well, it's starting to clear up now, Ryan, and this is Andy Baum on the first hole for the American Airlines group.
Big putt here for American Airlines, and he gets it to go. You could see in his reaction there, American Airlines needed that one to pull one shot closer. Let's move ahead now. PWC 6, they need to make a charge.
This is Mike Small, 12th hole par 3. So many great par 3s here at this golf course.
You get the idea, Trip, that PWC 6 needs a birdie here.
Indeed they do, and, well, that's a good start.
So PWC 6 in the hunt, trying to track down the defending champs.
You'll be back. You'll be back.
Trip, what's their plan here?
Now, these guys have got a couple of holes left, and they're in contention. Now, you're chasing the defending champion, Rob Riggle. Riggle's Raiders. That's the name of his team. Do y'all have a team name?
We don't. PWC 6. PWC is very original.
Okay, that's original, yes. Now, here's the thing.
I would have went with we don't.
They're talking about legacies and completing the lap, defending champs. I mean, does that intimidate you guys?
You know, the way I look at it is if you win one of these golf tournaments, you're very suspect, right? And if you win 2 of them, you know, there's a lot to be said about that.
So now back to hole 12. As we talked about, PWC 6 needs a birdie here. That's a great roll, just not quite enough borrow for Mike Small. They will settle for par.
Pretty straight here, inside right, a little left.
And a lot of head shaking. Hole 13, Frazier's first, clinging to hope.
Jeremy Lindelbauer, and Ryan, this putt breaks a ton. Come on. Oh! That's a 3.5. I'm going to give him a 3.5 for you, Jeremy.
Can't believe that didn't go in.
You guys underrated it.
He can't believe it either.
Dang it. That was my bad, Jeremy. Dang it. Hey, good fun. That was awesome.
American Airlines has the best opportunity. A birdie here at hole 4 would be huge.
Yeah, back hole location, and this green always has so much slope in it.
Yes!
With those putts are difficult to make on that green.
So American Airlines continue to charge up that leaderboard. And all of a sudden, the Regal Raiders facing some real pressure here if they want to defend late in their second round. Scott Lucky Gilliland, no stranger to pressure.
Well, with pants on like that, you better have been a Marine Corps pilot. And he was. Now he's a FedEx pilot. And Ryan gets to catch up with Rob Riggle.
Riggle's Raiders very much in the mix. You're either cheating well or scoring well.
We're scoring well. There's a lot of integrity out here. And we're just scoring well. And I just, Lord willing, we'll keep plugging away.
You've got the cliches down. How about braving these elements?
That was part of the real joy. I mean, Marines, if it ain't raining, we ain't training. So, and I use the word ain't. Yeah. And I know, because my mom's an English teacher. She's going to roll over and be very upset with me. No, we're killing it today. We play in the rain. We play in the sun. Doesn't matter. We're out here to play.
Let's go back to the 17th and Frazier's first.
Rick Frazier for...
Bingo.
Oh, no. Oh, wow. He was within the 10 seconds. He's okay, so that counts.
And that's a big one for Frazier's first as they continue to climb up the leaderboard. Everyone trying to track down the defending champs, the Regal Raiders. Trip PWC 6 running out of time. They need birdies. On the 14th, great opportunity to get one.
Yeah, this is Robert Mallett's.
Great shot. Oh.
And I tell you what, anytime you hit it up on that little tabletop, you are very, very pleased. I'm sure Robert is.
Has to pay it off for birdie.
Up and out of that one just a little early and running out of time.
In the driver's seat, the Regal Raiders, thanks to their captain, Rob.
And he's been a little iffy from this distance today. And I'll tell you what, this for par would just be an amazing two-putt. That was from the front right of the green.
That's why they write.
Amazing.
You coming? I'll take that.
You get the sense Rob knows that might be the clinching blow in their attempt to repeat. American Airlines, the door is open. They need a birdie in the worst kind of way, Trip, if they're going to track down Riggle's Raiders.
And here's the southpaw, Andy Baum. Seen him hit some good shots. Let's see if he can hit one more. Nice tight swing there. A lot of good things in that golf swing.
Every time I videoed your par threes. What's that?
Now they need the putt. It's that simple, Trip. Par will not work in this spot. This has to go.
Yeah, not much room right of that hole, but it does leave an easy putt if you can get it over there. The swing much better than the putt.
Yeah, never had a chance. And Riggle's Raiders now realize that the two-peat, the back-to-back, is very much a possibility.
And we've seen the pants. We've seen Lucky. Let's see if Lucky can do it one more time. This for the win.
Oh, my God.
That sounds good on 18 at Pebble.
Ice water in the veins. Shamrocks on the pants. And it is back-to-back for Riggle's Raiders as they're able to defend 41 under, Trip.
Yeah, the Riggle Raiders, they were a tough team, but you got to give PWC 6 and American Airlines a lot of credit. They were part of the story late.
And that is it. The Riggle Raiders defend back-to-back Patriots at Pebble champs. We will talk to the winners when we come back.
Patriots at Pebble is presented by the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation, honoring Marines by educating their children.
Well, the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation is an organization that gives your children the opportunity to better their lives through an education. And it's taken a financial burden and made it almost disappear. I would assume that they're doing it because they believe in what we did, and the sacrifices that we made, but that's what we do. I mean, that's what we volunteered and raised our right hand for. To be honest, they really don't need to thank us. It was our honor.
The Employee of the Year, Anna.
Progress is in the pursuit. Audi will cover your first month's lease payment on select models during the Summer of Audi sales event.
Racing isn't the only thing on my mind. And with GoDaddy, I'm making my ideas real. When I created my business, I needed a way to showcase it. With GoDaddy, you can get a website to sell online. And it will look good. I made my own way. Now it's time to make yours. Get started at GoDaddy.com.
Just like it should.
Farady's all new. With guests Stuart Sink and Paul Goidos. Faraday, presented by Farmers Insurance. Monday, July 16th at 9 p.m. The path to the PGA Tour runs through Western New York. And the field is packed with contenders, all fighting for their car. The Lecom Health Challenge. Tomorrow at 1:30 p.m. Military tribute at the Greenbrier. Tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Part of the Open Qualifying Series.
The Champion Golfer of the Year.
Never miss a moment of the action with the Golf Channel app. Stream all your favorite tournaments live wherever you go. Download the Golf Channel app and start streaming today.
The 2018 Wild Open Patriots at Pebble is officially in the books, and we have a defending champion, the Riggle Raiders. Yes, well played by them, and Ryan Burr is down with Dr. Wild for the trophy presentation.
Another year of the Patriots at Pebble in the books, and another unbelievable exhibition of golf. We're just beyond the 18th hole here at Pebble Beach, joined by Lieutenant General Robert Urich, Dr. Wild, and the winning team representing Riggle's Raiders, Rob Riggle. Dr. Wild, a presentation to the winner.
Presentation to the winner, so congratulations very much, and great job in the Wild Open.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
So, Rob, 2 years in a row, the dynasty stays intact. How'd you guys get through it?
It was a tough day today. You know, it was raining buckets out there this morning, but Marines kind of like it that way. So, you know, we had a good time, and everybody played well.
Let's put a bow on just what this two-day means to not only an ex-Marine like yourself, but to the Scholarship Foundation.
Well, today's the past 2 days, this weekend has been an incredible weekend, and we've raised a lot of money. We're going to help a lot of Marine families. We're going to help a lot of military families. We're going to honor that promise that we make to each other, to look out for each other. And that's why we're all here.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, a great victory for the Riggle Raiders, and great to see Dr. Wild present the trophy. But there was a bigger winner here at Pebble Beach.
The grand prize winners for Patriots at Pebble weekend, the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation. As a result of $250,000 that we raised last night, we crossed the $3 million barrier for this weekend at Patriots at Pebble. We're all on a winning team. We pushed the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation over the top, and there'll be 2,000 or 3,000 students of children of Marines and Navy corpsmen that will be the real beneficiaries. Thank you very much. We all look forward to seeing you in 2019.
Trip, can't wait for 2019. We've been a part of a lot of great things at Golf Channel and certainly the Marine Corps Scholarship Foundation. About as good as it gets when you see the families up close that this foundation is helping, sending to school. It's easy to get behind one of the really great organizations in our country.
It is, and it's such a beautiful place like Pebble Beach. It is special like no other.
So we will be back in 2019 for sure. The question will be, can the Riggle Raiders win for a third time at Pebble Beach? For Trip Eisenhower, I'm Ryan Burr. That's going to do it from Pebble Beach.